Happy Tuesday. I'm LaShawna Guy, producer of the 9 a.m. show here at 25 News. Every weekday morning, we are recapping the good news only at 10:30 a.m. The inspiring headlines, the feel-good moments, and the local wins that bring a little more light to your day here on the good news only. I want to hear from you too. If there's something good happening in your world, a community success, a personal victory, a birthday, or just something you would like to share, something that made you smile, send me an email to news25 at wek.com and put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to share your good news right here on the show. Let's start today with something good. Over the weekend, Normal had a nice art show. So the uptown area of Normal was bursting with color and creativity over the weekend. More than 100 artists from across the Midwest showcased their work, from pottery and jewelry to paintings and mixed media. The event drew nearly 20,000 visitors, with families enjoying live music, local food vendors, and plenty of sunshine. The McLean County Arts Center says this celebration of creativity doesn't stop there. They're already preparing for their Holiday Treasure exhibition in November. And from artists sharing their creative gifts to a community coming together to share comfort and hope, this next story reminds us how powerful it is when people walk side by side. Nearly, oh, I'm sorry, that is the wrong story. Sorry about that. There we go. So, nearly 300 people joined the annual Out of the Darkness Walk in Bloomington. The event raised around $20,000 for suicide prevention research and awareness programs. Organizers say beyond the funds, the walk brings together people who've lost loved ones or faced struggles themselves, offering a space of healing, community, and understanding. Dozens of participants carried signs and photos honoring those they walked for. From walking together to standing together, our next story honors the courage of those who dedicated their lives to keeping us safe. East Peoria hosted the 39th annual Firefighter Memorial Service this weekend. The ceremony paid tribute to local heroes, including Assistant Chief Marvin J. Stein, firefighter George Cornwell Sr., and others who gave their lives in the line of duty. Bagpipes from the Celtic cross pipes and drums filled the air as East Peoria Fire Department Honor Guard presented the colors. The community members say the annual event reminds everyone that bravery of firefighters lives on in remembrance. And while we honor those who served in the past, some young women are taking flight toward a future. I like this story. This is a very empower. Remember when they used to say back in the day, girl power, with when the Spice Girls were out? Oh my God, I dated myself. So in Middleton, Wisconsin, an aviation academy named after Willa Brown, the first black woman in the U.S. to earn a pilot's license, is inspiring a new generation of aviators. So 12 teens got the chance to learn flight basics in ground school, followed by a 40-minute flying lesson. The program focuses on increasing diversity in aviation, where only 6% of U.S. pilots are women and 3% are people of color. Organizers hope that programs like this will open skies and doors for more young women and military minority pilots. And while these girls are soaring high, one woman in Wisconsin is making history right here on the ground. Thought this was a fun story too. So in Madison, Wisconsin, Rita Adair is opening the city's first ever women-centered sports bar. It's called Burnell's. It's named after her late wife, Burnell Hooker, a woman's basketball coach and trailblazer. The bar will feature live music, soul food, and a women's sports on every screen. So Adair says it's not about excluding anyone. She says it's about making sure women are seen. She's honoring Burnell's dream and creating space for fans of all sports to connect and celebrate women's athletes. She said that people were concerned that men wouldn't want to come to the bar because it said it was women centered. But she has talked to people in the community, and men will absolutely come. She says that the men in her community that she has spoken to actually like women's sports. And speaking of creative celebrations, this next story proves that art can come from anywhere, even breakfast. Look at this. So I've never heard of anything like this before. Um, but there is a what's called a scrapple sculpting competition, and it is in Philadelphia. So artists in Philadelphia turned their breakfast meat into masterpieces during what's the second annual scrapple sculpting contest at Reading Terminal Market. Competitors molded scrapple, a Pennsylvania pork dish, into creative sculptures from the Philly Eagles tributes to whimsical designs. Tattoo artist Patrick Moser took home the top prize for his ambitious tush push scrapple sculpture. Organizers say it's a fun, lighthearted way to celebrate local food and creativity. And from scrapple sculptures to spooky skeletons. Look at this. This looks nice too. So the Holly Hill Skeleton Display in Hubertus, Wisconsin is back for its 26th year, and this time it's celebrating America's 250th birthday. So the display creator, his name is Jimmy Zamwow. He turned his yard into a red, white, and boo party. It's complete with Evel Knievel, Uncle Sam, and the statue of Libonte. Zamzow says the display is not political, just patriotic. And it's bringing families together to laugh, honor, and enjoy the spooky fun. The display stays up through early November, and yes, someone has already asked to be married there this year. And finally, the late Bob Ross, known for Happy Little Trees and his calm, creative spirit, is making headlines once again. 30 original Bob Ross paintings will soon be sold through Bonham's Auction House. The first auction is set for November 11th and will feature two pieces, Home in the Valley and Winter's Space. Proceeds will support public television following recent funding cuts, which is fitting since Ross's iconic series, The Joy of Painting, inspired millions through PBS in the 80s and 90s. And experts say his work continues to remind us that creativity can be healing, hopeful, and timeless. Such a nice thing. I remember watching that show on PBS and wishing that I could paint, but knowing that I wasn't quite that coordinated. Well, that's a wrap from me today. Now I want to hear from you. Please go to news25 at WEK.com and send me an email. Let me know what you thought about today's show. Remember to put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. In the meantime, don't forget to check out the Midday Newscast and meet me back here tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. for the good news only. Have a good day. I'm LaShauna Guy for 25 News. Good morning.